Hey guys, Omni here. We're diving into episode 11 of season 3 of Titans. We only have 2 episodes to go after this one. It's been a pretty good ride, pretty strong ride, I think, overall. Like, I've had my criticisms of a few things here and there from the start, and just coming from my previous background and opinions on the show from seasons 1 to seasons 2, as you guys have seen, I've been quite turned around by this. While I didn't dislike last week's episode, I'm worried about what it is setting up and if it's going to start to kind of make some of those similar mistakes that we've seen before in what so far has been a very much improved season, in my opinion. So I'm worried about this Blackfire turn here at the end and what exactly they're going to do with that. If it's going to be this switch out from Jason Todd and Scarecrow being the villains of this, and now she's going to be the big bad here in the end. I was hoping that if that was going to be the case, they would just kind of save that for like a cliffhanger to lead into season 3 and not just kind of force this last minute villain. Now, I don't know that they've done that yet. It's just that little thing that happened between her and Starfire last episode has me just mildly concerned about it. As well as Jason, again, flip-flopping on what we had seen him do 2 episodes ago. So it's just like, okay, there's some weird things happening here with the writing that don't exactly make sense. But hopefully they stick the landing throughout. So I'm just a little nervous about them going back to some of their old ways, or again, kind of train wrecking what was a pretty good season so far. So we'll just have to find out. Guys, just like with every other episode, if you want to check out the full-length unedited reaction to this episode, you can check that out over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it gets you access to that as well. Just help support the channel. Another way you can do that is just simply by liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing the videos, because YouTube likes that engagement, and that engagement helps out the videos. But guys, that all down and out of the way, let's get into episode 11. The call is coming from inside the house. That's a long title. Here we go. What the hell, man? I mean, I will say this is the most unique version of Scarecrow that I think I've seen. Even if he has kind of recycled some similar plans of his from the comics and previous films and stuff, his personality is just completely its own. The fuck? You find the case from Pulp Fiction? Reunited with his mask.
Computer, does Batman have a dossier on Crane, Jonathan, aka Scarecrow?
Jonathan Crane, the victim of abuse and neglect, was ill-equipped for the Scarecrow's unique form of brutality.
Computer, stop music.
He didn't like that.
Crane's alter ego was the mastermind. Well, Crane himself, the scientist, the diligent student, was wholly ineffectual. Is one of the most pitiable among Gotham's violent criminals. A broken man without a voice, doomed to speak through others.
Wow, it's almost like that's exactly what you're doing. But he didn't like hearing it.
What your problem is? What the fuck? I'm not. Get up, Buttercup. I got a busy day.
Was that an interesting opening?
For too long, this city has been at the mercy of criminals. I'm talking about the ones who pretend to help but only make things worse.
You gotta be kidding.
You hear me, Nightwing? Meet me at midnight. You know the place. It's time for us to finish this.
See, he completely flip-flopped on where he was 2 episodes ago. I'm so confused with Jason not on the juice anymore, so like...
What do you expect? We need to break through the security system remotely, and I can do that at Wayne Enterprises. Stay here.
You know, Connor could just go grab Jason.
Look, our best chance of connecting with Blackfire is through that radio. I need you to be here if they call. Be here when I get back.
To be fair, though, there's probably kryptonite in the Batcave, but we don't know that.
You're alive, yeah.
That's Donna.
Miss Troy. Donna.
I have a lead that says it might be holed up in Chinatown.
Chinatown. That's where I live.
Let's get going.
This could be exactly what they need. 2 surprises right there. Donna back from the dead and a player they're not aware of.
It's been bugging me that Jason just miraculously returned from the dead and no one seems to know how. So I found some of Bruce Wayne's old journals, found this symbol. Bruce wrote that it's related to a place of rebirth. It might be crazy, but I keep thinking, like, this might be the key to everything.
I know how to find it.
Okay. We're back here again.
The price was $10 before.
Emergency premium.
I want to buy medicine for my sick child and you want to call the police. Fine. Keep it.
Where's that going? Man, I don't know.
Come on, Dick. Really? I knew you'd try this. Going through the back door rather than having to face me. Sorry, but no. All your base are belong to us. Midnight. 3rd and Barrens. This is how it was always gonna end.
You're wrong.
Kryptonite? I don't know what else that would be. A Green Lantern ring? What was it? I mean, if it's kryptonite, I don't know how the hell that helps them against Jason and Scarecrow, but I don't know. It was just a green glow.
We're lucky we still have electricity, or else it'd be the Middle Ages around here. We're totally cut off.
Maybe not.
He's got his own little hidden lab back here. Nice.
Welcome to my secret base.
I thought we were storing rice down here.
I moved all that.
What the hell is all this?
You know, I'm always talking about Batman and Robin, and I kind of know things about them. This is how I know. I've hacked in security cameras, police radios, cell phones.
Do you think we can raise anyone on this?
I know we can.
Is that what you were doing the other night when you got shot?
I'm sure you folks have a lot to catch up on, but I really need to get in touch with my team. So if we could just put the family drama aside.
This conversation isn't over.
That was a total disaster.
Oh yeah, big time. And why don't you say we find Nightwing?
Think we'll see Jason actually suit up before the season's over.
Everyone said, don't drink the water. Dumb me. I forgot. I feel great. Like I could do anything.
Hey, Max. Listen, I'm sure we could get you what you need.
What the fuck? She back on Tamaranean?
The fire that burns within your veins is absent within this child.
You must be mistaken.
Your new child, Commander.
What is it?
She possesses the gift of fire.
Did they take it from her and put it in Starfire?
Take the gift of fire from Commander and bestow it upon her older sister.
May the fire that burns within Commander be given to Kory Anders.
What the fuck?
What the?
What the fuck just happened?
I'm sorry, the front door was wide open.
Don't be sorry, man. I left it open. Oh, shit. I forgot my wallet upstairs. Hang tight, okay? I'll get you a big tip.
Oh, sure.
You're not really meeting up with him, are you? Dick, it's a trap.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going.
I don't mean to get all Lex Luthor on you, but I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. So I am going with you. And there's really not a thing you can do to stop me.
I was worried you'd say that.
Oh, that's why he... Motherfucker. That's why he grabbed the kryptonite.
Hey, buddy.
Now the dog's gonna murder you. Oh, no, not the doggy. Blah.
We have a chance to prove that I can elicit as much fear as Scarecrow can. And all of this screaming, this squirming, this fighting, this shouting, this crying, it's wonderful. Keep it coming. We need the positive reinforcement. Okay. Come on. Motherfucker! Still weak. Why did you say that? Okay, answer me. Shut up! You sound just like my fucking mother. Your mother was right.
You sure they saw Nightwing?
The guy said he saw him heading downtown.
He's losing it, man.
See you down the... Okay.
Says Crane wants to wipe out neighborhoods holding out. So they're making plans to raid the armory.
You really think they're just gonna come down here and start killing people? Go stop Nightwing, bring him back here. It's almost midnight.
Oh, those cops could come back any minute.
Not if they're starting north of Harbor.
We got this. This is my block, my home. That's why I came back.
Spent half my life on an island learning how to lead 5 people against 50. Maybe it's time to start putting it to use.
We found it.
But what are you gonna do with it?
You were right, Mom. The time for masks is over.
Is he pulling a Joker and cutting his face off?
Tick-tock, Red Hood. Your time's running out. You always fell for the bait.
What was that transition?
Right on time.
Just remember, I did this to you.
You did this to yourself.
Finish it.
I'm not here to hurt you. Kid, put the gun down.
I did it for you.
Alright, so are we gonna throw Dick into the Lazarus pit this time around? Jesus. Run away like you always do.
It's Dick. Something's happening to him.
What the hell was that?
The time for masks is over.
Oh, okay. So he just stabbed his face a little bit. Okay. That was an interesting episode. From here, like, I gotta imagine either Rachel's going to save Dick, or like with her powers, or they're going to have to use the pit to resurrect Dick. Otherwise, I'm not exactly sure what they're setting up with Gar looking into the origins of this pit and looking into it, unless it's just to find another excuse to kind of forgive Jason in this light. Like, oh, the pit messed him up, which is like what it does in the comics, but a few times. I mean, it doesn't bring you back fully cognizant most times, but that hasn't been a problem addressed in the show yet. So there's got to be a reason that they're setting up the Lazarus pit there. Dick going out on his own was, again, a mistake. Dick hasn't been making the best calls this season. Not to his own detriment. Like, he's trying to do the right thing, but it's been the wrong call pretty much every time. Getting that kryptonite to disable Crypto and Connor so they wouldn't follow him, because he knew that Connor would want to help, and it became like this pride thing, I think, for him. He wants to take down Jason, and he's really been kind of like jonesing to take on Jason for like a while now. Like, even when he said he would take in Jason back over the phone, the way he said it, I also just didn't believe it. But then he pled the case to the other Titans, so I was kind of thrown aback by that. I don't know where they're going with this whole thing, man. I do like Donna and Tim and their little dynamic. They're pulling together and trying to bring the city together, using his skills, his setup, his equipment, and all that stuff, and her training to try to organize the little bit of people that are still holding out against Scarecrow and his influence on Gotham. The Scarecrow, though, this episode is a whole other thing. Like, he's like losing his shit. Like, after hearing that profile from Bruce and realizing it to be true, and then him trying to push back on that analysis of him, he broke. And I guess the Scarecrow part of his brain that knew all these things about himself had been calling out to him, reinforcing all of that, forcing him to take this change. But yeah, the little like cuts to the face, like I expected something a little more dramatic than that. I'll be honest. Because it was a similar line that was echoed by the Joker at one point, saying he doesn't wear a mask or whatever. I can't remember the exact line, but it's from the line where he takes a knife and cuts his own face off, and then proceeds to wear his own face as a mask. So it was, I thought it was going to be a call out to that, or like an homage to that, but it didn't go that route. Starfire, I still don't necessarily know where this is all going. So they set up this plot line of Blackfire stealing her powers, but it turns out those were always Blackfire's powers to begin with. So they were just kind of returning home. Did Blackfire learn this? Does she even know? And then we had this whole storyline of how the King and Queen of Tamaran just wanted their firstborn to have the powers, but she wasn't born with it. But she has her own powers that was awoken when she got shot. That's blue. But that wasn't able to be detected by the Mystics on their planet. Is it something completely different? What is it? Is that going to be her thing moving forward? Is it even her? It'd be weird with Blackfire having the red fire and her having like the bluish kind of tinge to her powers, because it's kind of like a little bit of a swap. I don't know where they're going with that, but like Dick with the public perception being turned on the Titans, which again, it is what it is. Putting it in a public place like that probably wasn't the best call. Knowing that people, if people become involved, it's going to be an issue because right now they are backing Red Hood. And you wind up in a situation like this. And again, Jason is like, now like, oh, he sees the consequences of his actions in this and he freaks out. These people are chanting his name. He, again, is trying to kill Dick, but anytime something actually happens or something actually happens to somebody, he's smitten with fear and guilt and probably another rush of emotions. And he just ran away from the situation. But this time around, unlike with the attack on Tim's family, which I thought the dad died, so I was kind of confused by seeing him still there. But then he doesn't have the toxin to drown out his emotions anymore. So I have no idea where this is going. We have 2 episodes left, right? This is a 13 episode season, if I remember right. Yeah, 13 episodes. So we only have 2 more after this. No update on Barb, what's going on with her. There's a lot of elements that I did like about this episode, but there's a lot of things that are just kind of like all over the place where I just can't hone in on where things are going and where things have come from the last episode. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't dislike the episode or anything like that. I definitely don't love it. I'm just confused at what the end goal is going to end up being with all these differing plot lines and how they're all going to come together. But we'll just wait and see. I'm not going to hold out any final judgments until the season's over, at least. So we'll wait until then to find out. But guys, what do you think of this episode? What do you think about everything that's going on? What stands out to you? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to see the full-length unedited reaction to this, it's on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it gets you access to it as well. Before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yuri Korskov, Margaret Grace, Peelings M, and Mary Bradley. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. If you want to talk about this or any other DC content or anything at all, come hang out on our Discord or follow me on all my socials. Links to all those are in the description down below. But for now, that's going to be it for this video, and I will catch you guys next week with the penultimate episode of the season. Take care, everybody.